that constitute bullying or harassment?
It is a context-dependent decision.
I'll ever hear what a lawyer's favorite words are. Lawyer's favorite words are, it depends. And if that was followed by the type of nonsensical moral outrage that followed that comment, no law would function. Essentially, those college presidents were asked if, under the current code of conduct, saying a certain thing, a horrendous, despicable thing, qualified always as harassment. And the correct answer to that, as is very typical, is it depends. Because something can be horrendous and disgusting and still not fall under the specific guidelines and rules that are required for it to qualify as harassment or as any other offense. Anyone who's taken 2 seconds to look at the law knows this, but most of the internet hasn't. We'll try and walk through that a little bit. First of all, typically, just saying something, no matter how disgusting it is, doesn't qualify itself as harassment. Harassment tends to need to be repeated, directed, and matched with action. Those are the typical other elements. Just speech that is disgusting typically would become after as hate speech. That makes sense. It is hate speech. Because if it's not directed at someone, or if it's not repetitive, or if it's not directly threatening, or it's not calling for action, it's harder to say that it's harassment. So to make it easier to go after these statements, you have a hate speech policy that makes it predictable what they will go after. But trying to shoehorn it into something that it doesn't clearly fit into makes it harder to go after these statements, and it makes it harder to have free discourse on campuses. So no one is being helped here, just to be clear, other than the Israeli propagandists like Noah who posted this. It only helps people that profit off anti-Semitism being in America, like Israeli propagandists. It doesn't actually help solve the systemic anti-Semitism in university systems, which I agree exists. It doesn't actually help the systemic anti-Semitism that is in college campuses right now, because once again, trying to shoehorn it into something that it isn't, because you don't understand the law, makes it harder to prosecute them. So please, before you have false moral outrage about this, or very real moral outrage about this, because people like Noah tell you to, think about it. And go after the actual problems with actual solutions, not just solutions that benefit Noah and the people that pay her, the Israeli government.